Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome to Top 12.
Wait, backwards. I was trying to do 1, 2 for the
you're
thing.
counting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on SoCalDDR. Yeah, SoCalDDR.
Cel, go away.
And hey, come here. Come here, you two. Come here. Just as a preview, we got CelAnima here in the top 12, and we got NOBARBEN. Hi. Yay.
No
Lovely-
bar, yes
Lovely
glasses.
chaps.
Oh, I'm too tall.
So
I'm going to make this chair.
remember that, yeah, we will be on SoCalDDR and Red Note.
Anyway, we are moving into top 12 after, 17 pools have carved down to our
17.
top 12.
Exactly.
We've got a big old double elimination bracket to carve through, and it's going to be
Yep.
good.
Yeah, dude,
Let me
this was a
sit over.
gauntlet.
Get yourself in the frame a little bit
Yeah.
more.
So this is our top 12 right here. This is actually our lower end of the top 12, starting from the 12th seed at the bottom right, Desklamp. And then we have, which is just Team Desklamp all the way. Meanwhile, we have CelAnima, which we just saw John over earlier, and he's just shouting out Marqqq that he's awesome. It's great. Then at the 10th, which was ANDROO, and Andrew, powered by avocados. So literally these bottom four are from pool 17, and these are the top 4 players from there. We have T.Swag over here with Team Lamp. Always extra lovely there. And Roscoe is just going right into 10th right there. And, 8th, right? I can count.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and he's no longer losing any bets to Sunny. I think they just had this moment in Vegas. It's been been a wild ride on that.
There have been some stories that have come out of the non-competitive sides of our Vegas trip.
Totally. And meanwhile, we have, oh yes, 1 second. Oh, right. There might be no audio on.
Meanwhile, we have FENRIR repping our friend Sanic, who's got to go fast.
Oh no, go to another layer with it. Copy that mixer source.
And then on the top half of the bracket seating, NOBARBEN, the legend, one of the best NOBARDDR players in the world, and repping top 6.
It's incredible.
SoCal.
I'm just happy to see Ben again, It's been a while since last seeing him in the competitions, and him just still excelling into this incredible state is just this kind of tournament.
Yep,
it's
absolutely.
a marvel. And there's chaos. Just enjoy to play DDR, just like no matter how old you are, just like it's always going to be fun.
Yep,
So.
he's a big age ain't nothing but a number guy.
Yeah.
I believe he's the oldest competitor still in,
Oh my goodness.
but he's going to prove it today.
I have to be honest though, it doesn't, even if it sounds like he's the oldest, quote unquote, a lot of players here are of similar age ranges.
Yes.
It's like, it's at the point where it doesn't make a difference in that kind of.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But, okay, well, speaking of oldest player, we also have youngest player. Oh, sorry, Kale, no.
Chaos literally walked by as Watson said that.
No.
Which is
Yeah,
pretty great.
exactly, yeah. But we have ReRhyme here, and fun fact, he has 0 EMU's plays on doubles, literally over his 10.5 years.
That was his fun fact that he submitted to us, so
Yeah.
we faithfully have repeated it for the crowd.
That's right. Is it true, ReRhyme? No doubles plays?
Absolutely not. Want me to show you?
Yeah, where do you have on that?
We believe you.
Come here over to the camera.
All right,
ReRhyme's going to show us his EMU's history, so you can see that he has
Yeah.
literally no plays on doubles. We'll
Goodness gracious.
0 double play.
0 doubles plays. But you probably played doubles as a guest or cheated on a little, right?
No,
Not at all. That's something. Okay. Well, we're actually going to be starting soon, so maybe at another
Too
moment,
slow.
but yeah.
ReRhyme
yeah,
is too fast on the
exactly.
pad, but he's too slow with his phone. We
Good
got to
seeing
keep
you,
going.
man.
Rounding up the rest
Good
of the
luck
top
in bracket.
3, we have the man Ty. We have Marqqq,
That's right.
fresh off his tied for first place at Upbeat.
That's right.
And we have Chris for life, the man, the myth, the legend, the
himself.
super tall dude. Well, we have a lot of
Legend
super
of
tall
Max.
dudes.
Oh, yeah,
the
everyone
man,
is.
the myth, the legend of Max. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
too
but
bad his name is Chris, though,
yeah. But for our first matchup on this stream,
No
we
way.
have Desklamp versus Chaos.
With
And we got a
Voltissimo protection.
doozy of a card draw.
Never see you again? That's what Chaos wants to see against freaking Desklamp right here. Desklamp is already just like, bro, I'm just here in the top 12. Do I? And if there is, this is now a BO3. So
Yes.
the moment you have 2 wins, we're done. No
Yes.
Neutrino. But Neutrino's the tiebreaker, so.
That's true. So unlike those pools where we were doing best of 2s, 2 songs no matter what happens,
That's right.
we have Voltissimo first for Desklamp's pick,
Yes.
and we are off to the races.
Off to the races. Now, are you a fan of Voltissimo? Like, this was in a really hype kind of like collab with all of these songs in every game.
I
And
like
Trill Off G and
I like
everything.
the event for what it was. I like all the crossover between the Bamati games.
Yeah.
Voltissimo, I think, is a pretty fun chart. It's kind
Right.
of divisive. It's got these really long drills, lots of high speed,
Yes.
16th patterns, and then the really interesting broken rhythms in the middle. That's going to be really challenging to MA.
And just to have this with immediate tournament nerves, maintaining your rhythm is going to be ever so important.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll be interesting to see how much the pool 17 and 16 folks, you know, have warm-ups on the top 8 folks. They've at least had some tournament matches to play
Yeah.
already.
Oh,
And that's
absolutely.
always a big discussion between players on, you know, whether it's better to be warm or whether it's better to be fresh.
Because you don't want to overplay, right?
Correct.
Oh my god, they're just literally neck
Yeah,
and
one
neck.
EX away still.
A moment it was just, wait, no, it's literally like, I'm looking here and going,
Yep.
am I making an error? Did I accidentally clone the same side? This is insane.
All right, some high BPM gallops, and then we'll be following up with some big old drills.
This is really just like the definition of DDR 820.
Yes.
They just somehow found trills and they were just like, ooh, let's get freaky with those.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point they're really gonna try and drill it into your head.
Very high BPM for this song as well.
Oh my god, only 2, only 2.
Super close.
It really can just come down to how they just end up on the final rhythms. No way. Oh, wait, but Chaos is maintaining rhythm far. Oh no,
Oh,
oh no,
oh,
no.
wow.
Oh my god,
Oof.
8.
Some wild trading in that last drill pattern. Lots of greats for both players.
Exactly, both players were just freaking going eco-friendly with that green. Oh my god. That's so close. Both are just triple A's that are just clean cut too.
Yep. 2 full grade combos. 89 perfects for Desklamp, 85 for Chaos.
Oh
14
my
grades for
God.
Desklamp, 12 grades for Chaos.
Chaos is already showing his strut. Like, what I especially appreciate about this format here is that for the top 12, everyone's on winner's side. So even if you're a little seated lower, you know, it's okay. It's all a new day. None of your losses necessarily reflect in that. You have a one and done. You can still fight your way.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
A lot of other tournaments will have, you know, kind of the bottom 4 of a top 12 start in the losers bracket. So you'll have
Right.
8 even matches and then 4 players at the bottom that only get 1 shot. This time we have our top 4 seeded ahead into top 8 already.
Indeed. Looks like it's never see you again. Where would you rank this in the pantheon of U1 songs?
It's too many. It's just a big pile at this point for me. It's not that they all blur together, but it's just like there's just a lot.
I don't know. I think a few of us as DDR players might agree that it does blur all together in a
Some
pile.
of them do. They have a couple different flavors.
Let's see. Getting started over here. It's just 2 basically identical players, but once we get into the Soflon, Chaos as an old-time player should be absolutely comfortable reading these low BPMs, but it looks like Desklamp is actually ahead.
Yeah, there's a ton of different rhythmic varieties in this song. You know, you have triplets up against 16th notes, a lot of tough patterns, and of course putting them in a slowdown, as is, you know, the tradition for a lot of U1 songs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tough to read.
There's always going to be one of those moments. So I do feel here that while Desklamp did get the upper edge earlier on that slow, oh no, a miss. But Desklamp had that earlier lead, but now Chaos's accuracy is just edging out a little further and further, and his general accuracy is just going to make him win this unless something upsetting happens.
but it'll be interesting to see. This song ends with a big triplet section with a lot of step jumps as well.
Oh no.
It'll
oh
be
no.
interesting.
You have to see how well they're already adjusted and how they can get themselves into those awkward patterns.
Chaos pulling away a little bit, about 20 EX up.
Any additional miss or flub that Desklamp accidentally makes here will make more work coming at the end.
It's like a little baby possession section.
What
It's
a
kind of like possession challenge, but
Yeah.
slower. The big streamy outro.
I really like this instrumentation though.
It's an interesting piece. It's a lot brighter than a lot
Yeah.
of U1's overground stuff.
Yeah, they're so grungy. Oh, and it's a 2-0.
Chaos
Clean
pulls it
legs.
out by, what was that, math is hard, 46.
Yeah.
So a strong finish, 50 perfect, 7 grades. Desklamp 77, 12, and 3 misses.
What an amazing introduction into top 12 winners round 1. Goodness gracious.
Chaos very much ready to play today.
Oh my
You know,
God.
he's been warming up a ton,
Yes.
and he's one of those guys that just seems like he's always on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen Chaos have like a bad tournament set. He's lost, obviously.
Right.
You know, everybody does. Literally,
Yeah,
everybody
no
does
one's
in a
perfect,
tournament
you know,
bracket.
You have to. That's just how it is. There's
Yeah.
always winners and losers, you know.
Yes.
and that-
And especially in an elimination bracket,
still,
all but
let's
one.
see where we currently are on bracket.
But yeah, Chaos is just a super clean player. It seems like he's always at or around his best, and we'll always
It's
see
still
it.
round 1.
All right.
Looks like we have NOBARBEN and CelAnima on the bottom end of winners round 1. Just so you know, I'm not looking away. I have my cheat sheet right here, okay?
We're surrounded by cheat sheets.
Yeah.
We have a tablet in front of us. Watson's got a laptop. I got
this
my
cheat
phone.
sheet, we got that cheat sheet, I got my cheat drink. See over there.
Cheat drink? Are you on a diet?
Well, I haven't been drinking Red Bulls until this event, so you know, it's
That's fair. Oh, my hat is being shaded. I'm gonna turn my hat around. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Look, I have to say one thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Tizza's is just so well coordinated color-wise right now. He also looks like he's in Luminosity Gaming, but that's another story.
No, this is I'm repping my alma mater with
Yeah.
the you can't see the I'm lower third, but UCSD Esports.
Yeah, really
They
credible.
they made me a jersey when they opened their LAN cafe.
Oh,
so I
that's
was very
lovely.
happy.
Well, I mean, if they know one thing about you, it's collegiate esports. It has to be, right? So.
Almost certainly.
Oh,
All right, we got a
speaking of
card.
U1.
Oh, we got our first Deggers.
Yo.
Illegal function call song
wait,
1.
Wait. It's impossible. It's possible. We just need a 1-1. We need a 1-1.
I can't quite see which London is that.
London Evolved. Ooh, it's gonna be
It's
one
very
of them.
hard to see against the jacket.
Yeah.
I think it looks kind of like C. I don't know, whatever. One of the Londons.
Yes.
They'll show
It
us
is
on the
version
song.
C.
It
Yeah.
is C. Okay.
I had to look at the pixels.
Illegal function call. Very streamy, high BPM. You know,
Yeah.
260 does not mess around. Lots of very long crossover runs and some broken offbeats sections.
I have a soft spot for illegal function call. Look, not many people, like, it's very aggravating to hear on a cab, especially if your subwoofers are freaking flared all the way up. It's clipping, you know, the audio levels are like in the red. Your ears have tinnitus after playing this.
But it's a banger.
Yeah.
Big Mega Man X4 vibes.
That's what I just love especially. It's just that atmosphere and you're just like freaking run vibing on this. I really wanted to see how NOBARBEN just kind of progresses through all the movement through this because there's a lot of air throughout the second half.
Yeah, it'll be a treat to watch Ben play this. You'll be able to see his control, you know, how limited his movements are, how great his balance is.
Definitely. Especially this section right here. That incredible lateral movement. And now both players are just basically identical mirrors of each other. Certainly not by playstyle though.
It's like Ben by 1. Extremely close so far.
Oh goodness. I always love these 3D models in the back here. It's just like they just don't make any sense to me, but they're just fun to see like flying around.
Yeah. Very like OG Bomani visualization of just like random patterns and stuff
Really
floating
feels
around.
like a 2DX kind of video. Oh my god,
Quick
doing
little
the triple
16s.
so cleanly on that.
Still neck and neck. It's 3EX.
I have no idea how you can consider this an MA battle, but somehow we're here.
Yeah, welcome to Top 12 Dance Dance Revolution in 2023. People be real good.
Yes. No. Good is not the best word to
people be
describe
real
this.
marvelous.
Ah, now that's better. I think
Still
Ben has
like 3.
Yeah.
2, 3.
It's just a difference of between 3 to 5. It's just a couple notes, basically. I'm astonished that the gap is now increasing ever so slightly, though.
Cell picking up 2 greats there.
This is just an endurance run, but Ben seems to be edging out a little further.
Ben's to lose, and only 3 perfects in that last
Ben with
run.
7. Oh, 8. Oh, yeah, and a little bit different. It was a perfect over at the end there.
Yep.
8.
No, 7. You were right the first time.
Oh, wait. You're right. I can't math.
It's okay. Ben
No.
with 1 great, 1
Yeah.
miss.
I can't believe it.
That's
It sounds like
crazy.
we had a very close match on the other stream, too, which is already nail-biting as is.
And Cell actually beat Ben by 3 perfects, but
Wow.
made up for it with 5 extra greats and a good.
Look, it reminds me about, like, you're just trying to, like, make equivalent weight scales and just, like, drop a bunch of rocks on here, drop a bunch of feathers here. Goodness gracious.
All right. London Evolved
This is
version
going to be it.
C.
This, the ugly Scooby.
Yep.
That's all I can remember about
The
that.
Scoobiest of the Scoobies. I'm
Wait.
pulling my notes up so I can
Oh
cheat.
my god, he is pulling up his... You know the moment in your spreadsheet when you put conditional formatting and just make everything look pretty?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got so much conditional formatting
Yeah.
in my spreadsheet. It's great.
I'm telling you, if you aren't you aren't dedicated into the rhythm game unless you have yourself a spreadsheet full of your data, your number crunching, or maybe if you decide to go to this kind of event to begin with, everyone, or even watching at home. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, each and every viewer. You all are real G's.
So London C, relentless song. All 3 of the Londons are quite relentless. A lot of arrows you can see on the groove radar. Lots of stream, a good amount of air. London C in particular has some pretty nasty crossovers.
This is some of the worst crossovers in like upper level DDR.
Yeah, pretty nasty. Bursty crossovers. All of a sudden they hit you with a Scooby, and even some step jumps
Yeah,
at the very pleasant 340 beats per minute.
I'm just gonna be really eager to see about what we'll have in store. I guess how does he get? Oh, never mind.
Don't do it.
I didn't say anything.
Don't do
I
it.
didn't say anything. See, if I said he was already still a gold combo and he just got that green right there, you know, that would have been egregious.
You can see the pace in this song is just blistering. It's just constant 16th notes, 8th notes, and if you're not doing 8th notes, you're jumping. And you
Yeah.
get maybe 2 beats to kind of right yourself, and then you're right back into it.
You're just gonna lose your balance, like no momentum over here.
Some fun rhythms in the slowdown. Ben
Ben
picks
is-
up his great.
Ben is slowly getting a little more ahead. He really doesn't want to play Deggers.
I mean, who does? Except for like Dave and T.Swag and Hudson.
Yeah. That's quite a lot of our top players here.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty disgusting.
Here
we go. It's gonna be the moment. I especially love in this part of, to me, version C has the best kind of ripping and the melody. Because this part is incredible. It's a classic tag.
Very swingy crossovers. Having to start those runs on a crossover when you weren't before is just a lot of motion, and it's really hard to time that.
Ben smiling eagerly as he's actually nailing these crossovers. Here we are, and a Scooby.
Oh.
Neither player nailing it, but Ben narrowly getting through. And that
5
is the
EX.
case. 5.
So by a combined 12 EX points, NOBARBEN takes the 2-0 over Cell. Is it
Oh my-
Anima or Anima?
I call it anima.
Anima?
Cell
CelAnima? We'll go with that.
Yeah,
We'll let him correct us later.
yeah.
If we got it wrong,
If
sorry,
there's one
Cell.
thing that's animated, it's CelAnima right here for sure. And goodness gracious, these scores are still insane.
Oh yeah, he picked up the
Triple
AAA.
A's all the way. Like, both players? Oh, the same perfect count as well. 64.
Imagine AAAing London C in a tournament.
especially version C. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, the other don't get me wrong, the other versions are hard too, but that
Yeah.
one has its reputation.
C is definitely my kryptonite as a player. I at least have red lamps on A and B,
Right.
and I can never get the red lamp because of the Scooby at the end.
Guys,
Always
make sure
getting
you
repped.
get the pocket pick, okay? This guy.
Oh, there's like
Great.
8,000 pocket picks you could pull on me. It's fine. I dropped from the tournament because I'm washed. I'm out of shape.
Yeah, same.
But I'll be
same,
back.
same.
I'm not retiring. I'm just a little chubby
Same.
after COVID.
Same.
You shut up.
Hey, it's
Now I know how Sonny felt when I referred to myself as kind of short when we were commentating together. And he
now
just
he's
looked
just
at me
like,
like,
even.
"Excuse me,
hey.
you're what? 5'7", 5'8"?"
It's gonna be the same energy as like I'm not that good at DDR, guys. And it's like I'm at the marvelous full combo level, and guys, I just like SDP'd a 16, and it just doesn't feel right to me. I should be getting the white lamp
Yeah.
on this.
All
how
right.
you know.
Well, we are
I think
finished
it's-
with our half
right.
of winners round 1.
So we're either progressing into quarterfinals or losers round 1. Most likely, I believe, the quarterfinals because
Yeah, we have to do quarters first because right now
That's
we only
right.
have 4 people in the losers bracket.
Yeah,
and they're not playing each other. So,
nope. They just got to pick their nose and just kind of look pretty for the moment.
and hopefully wash their hands after they pick their nose and then
Oh,
touch the bar
definitely,
that we
yeah.
all have to share.
Yeah. You
Wash
know,
your
one
hands,
thing.
kids.
One thing I'm thankful about, there's no one here that's like moving that dang ass bar all the way down to the side, like
Oh, the bar cover?
yeah, the bar cover. Oh, God,
Say, I used to do that,
that's
but
painful.
I stopped because it was just too much work.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, it's not meant to be like that. Does the skin go on? I can't even comment at this
It's
point.
true. It's not meant to be
yeah.
like that. There shouldn't be a little cushy
Yeah.
thing on the bar. You're supposed to bring a
Oh.
towel to the arcade.
Yeah, the towel actually does help it though. And it gives you a nice little
Hi, Sonny.
identity. Yeah, you know what, Sonny? Come here, boss. I gotta tell you,
Sonny's
I gotta
all
tell
like,
you,
"Aw, shucks."
we got another MVP right here. It is our boy, Sonny. Let's go.
Look at
Good
that
ass
handsome
stuff
face.
right here. You don't even need to update the commentator overlay. We have the caption
Yeah,
here. It's that.
I want to shout out to the 805 crew for this. They made this for me during the matches, so shout out to them for making
Oh,
this.
shout outs to the 805 crew.
Shout out to the 805 crew for making this poster for me.
It's a single direction mic.
Oh, it's in single direction. Oh no.
Sonny would like to shout out to the 805 crew
Alright,
for making
yeah.
this awesome sign.
I'd like to shout out the 805 for making that poster. This is amazing. And they put the Chipotle logo on there too. So thank you guys.
So good.
It's also Suavecito.
Oh, yeah.
Suavecito.
I would also like to talk into a microphone so you guys can't hear me, just for the record. I just want to...
So yeah, just so you know, I guess it's an educational lesson. You don't microphones. This part of the microphone probably doesn't have any, you know.
Yeah, these are directional mics, so
Yeah.
they point this way. They don't get anything that way, hopefully. But that's why we have
hot
really
mics.
cool audio mixers.
Yeah. I'm very curious
Alrighty.
about where our match. Yep. Looks like we have ReRhyme and Chaos coming in. So
We're waiting on the card draw, but yeah.
This is gonna be exciting. Just as just Chaos moving on a little further even, but I'm excited to see about where we are going here. Yep. I really want to just take a look at like what kind of songs that ReRhyme just like excels at, but I mean he almost PFC'd like The World Ends Now on like challenge.
Yeah, ReRhyme is a big ITG player, so
Yeah.
he's very technically proficient. He's got wheels. He can go real fast. He's got great
Yep.
stamina.
I
Very
say-
well-rounded player.
I say Chaos is just, I was gonna say Chaos is extra well-rounded too.
Chaos is extra well-rounded. If anything, ReRhyme has kind of the bias towards the tricky ITG style stuff.
And maybe Chaos has a bias towards the tricky DDR era stuff because this is DDR Mega Mix.
He sure does.
Song
2.5 minutes of super extra charting to a wiggly BPM montage of some of the classics.
it's going to be exciting to see about how both players are going to maintain any semblance of rhythm here.
Yeah, it's really hard. That is a huge knowledge check song.
Yes.
It's not gimmicky in the way that like a Chaos Terror Tech is or Possession
absolutely.
20th.
Yeah.
But it is a really big knowledge check because there are, I think, like 12 BPM changes or something.
Oh.
It's like, it's crazy. And they're all very gradual, true changes. It's not like double time, half time.
It's not like NGO where the BPM changes are because the timing is off.
Yeah.
Well, jury's out on the timing of this song to begin with, but that might be a skill issue.
But speaking of skill issue, ReRhyme pulling ahead, already up by 10.
We are still within the easier range of songs, but
Relatively speaking, I think on Challenge, with a few exceptions, like all of the songs are pretty hard. Like
No,
this
they're
is a
all the
solid
same.
16.
Oh my God.
The expert chart is the one where it's a little bit tribute-y.
Yes.
Where it's kind of like a 12-ish and then Legend of
Yeah.
Max happens.
The difficulty ranges are just so dramatic between each other.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the meat and potatoes, our back section. Already, oh. Ooh, I think Chaos has the edge over here. I believe I see a lot more white. Oh no, but ReRhyme is now adapting and is easily showing him stuff. No, that was
Six
it.
for Chaos.
Other players would have made that a runaway, but both
Yeah.
players here formidably keeping going. Jesus.
Something I've definitely noticed more recently in tournaments is that protects don't feel safe anymore. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, you don't see the kind of things that you used to see where someone would protect a song and they'd win by 50.
Yes, exactly.
It does
It's
still
just-
happen sometimes, but like top 12, like almost never.
There's going to be a likelihood that everyone here has had lamps and has explored every song at least a few times.
Yep.
And now this is going to be a consistency game.
So Chaos pulling ahead. 24.
I love this part where it's just like this Beat For You song that is like so short, and now we're in Legend of Max.
Yeah. It's like they were contractually obligated to include Beat For
Yeah,
You.
exactly, just for little measures. Okay, so the gap is remaining pretty identical at this point, but yeah, unless we see a major flub and ReRhyme is, but ReRhyme's still, this is his wheelhouse right here, but Chaos is, that's
Chaos
all
has been
white.
streaming Marvelouses for like 30 seconds.
No way, there's no drop there, that is a win.
Wow, Chaos.
Yeah, God,
That was very, very clean.
that was smoking.
Let's see those numbers.
No way.
6 grades, that's
88
it.
to 60.
ReRhyme only had
Yeah.
8.
Yeah,
Really
that
well
is
done
a
by
win.
both.
That is definitely a win.
Say, you said jury's out of the sync earlier, but you
Yeah.
can look at those fast flow distributions.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gives you a little bit of a hint there.
About how all over the place it can kind of be, but you know, it's all good. Chaos was just like, that was a weird time. I wonder why. Looks like we have triple counter.
Yes.
You know, a lot of the banned songs over here are just a bunch of like stamina dumps, like speed songs, and triple counter just made its way through, still living.
Yeah, that's what happens when your card has elemental creation, come to life, and possession in
And
it.
you know what Chaos banned? He banned the speed songs, elemental creation, possession. Is
Yep.
triple counter the least bad one?
Maybe. I think depending on your perspective, it would be between triple counter and possession. Possession's slower.
Yes.
I think it has fewer nodes, but the jumps can be tricky.
Yeah.
And same with the tempo change as well. Triple counter is more straightforward. Just hey, this
Absolutely.
is 216 beats per minute. Go to work.
I remember that Chaos made an insane possession play in MOBA Cup, and yet here he banned it. So there might be something to worry about against ReRhyme there, you know?
Triple counter expert coming at us with 718 arrows
Oh my god.
over 2 minutes and 2 seconds at 216 beats per minute.
Are these selling points? Are you like trying to tell me how to sell a PC at this? Oh my god.
This baby can fit so many arrows in it.
All condensed in 2 minutes and 18. The notes per second are insane.
5.9 actually.
5.9? Oh, it's just one away. Looks like we have an early lead on Chaos's end, but honestly, the song is just beginning. And this is always my favorite part.
Yeah, those little triples are very fun. Ooh, quick rate from Chaos.
Ooh, looks like we still have just a gap of 7, but you know, it's still early within the song, but if each player maintains that same cadence, Chaos is just gonna edge it out a little more. However, but Chaos it's all white on the gallops, what the heck?
Super clean.
You don't time gallops that cleanly?
Chaos does.
It's a BPL shirt. No, it's actually the skins player skill. It's player
Yeah,
skill.
the BPL jersey.
Yeah, you can't just buy the jersey and expect your skill level to just immediately rise. That trill was beautiful.
Yeah, all white on the trail for Chaos. It only looked like 3 or 4 for ReRhyme as well. The Chaos running away with this. 30 at EX and counting.
It's not like ReRhyme is just making himself like get exposed or anything. It's like he's also playing really well. Just when there's like a few perfects and greats sprinkled there, there's just less yellow and green on the other end. I don't know. How is he getting away with this?
And those jacks after a song like this with just so much energy you burned, 8th note jack suddenly becomes challenging.
I can't believe that. That is
And 71.
That's
for
a runaway.
Chaos.
That is a runaway.
Remember how I just said that you don't see 50x advantages on Protects in top 12?
Well,
Wow.
wait, 73 to 28? 28?
That's
How do you get
nuts.
You don't get that kind of MA with that degree.
2 greats, 1 good. Holy moly.
Guys, it was a pad good, okay? We gotta gotta get Andrew back on the
Don't speak that into reality.
Imagine if you guys just like call the imagine you call the pad good sort of thing against Andrew, who you're playing against, you know, and just like have him
Andrew,
fix it
stop
on
playing
the
and
side.
fix my pad for me.
Yeah.
We
Make
would
sure
probably have. That'd be a little awkward.
yeah, it would be a little awkward right there, but no, that's okay. That's why we have
Chaos.
chest mixers.
Chaos to 2-0 coming out of pool 17.
I'm so surprised about how we have like he's been just cleaning up 2 O's at this point. It's incredible to see.
And he is fortunate enough to now play the winner of I Am Chris for Life and Roscoe.
Oh no! Oh no! That
which
is
is very hard
scary.
either way. I'm sure the folks at home have their money on one person in particular, but that's why we play the games.
Yeah.
Crazy things happen.
Crazy things can always happen, and you know you just keep on progressing further and further and further. So that's just how it be. Dang.
So we are going to have NOBARBEN and Ty coming up after this
Oh,
match.
This will be so
I believe
good.
the card draw is done. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
we
looks
have
like it
queued
is
up.
done, but oh my God, look at their so
Oh boy.
let's tease a little bit over here. So we're gonna get some Soda Fujimori action, I believe. So
And
that's-
some spookiness.
yeah, very spoopy. We saw this song all day, and it was mostly because of NRM.
That jerk.
Yeah, basically.
NRM, super nice dude, but some of these song choices he pulls out,
His dog is nicer.
disapproval.
Oh,
Oh, his dog's adorable.
I know.
We should get the dog on camera at some
Yeah.
point. This is a very cute little pupper.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. But you know what? Let's. Oh, Ty must be using the restroom. Wow, guy. No, I'm kidding. I guess it's just.
I was gonna
waiting
say,
a
where
small
is Ty?
bit. Yeah.
We don't know.
Oh, he's watching the other match. Oh, he's supportive. Oh, we have our corrupt TO saying hello. Hello, corrupt TO. How are you?
Oh,
it is
Ty
the
is in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Watch. No. He's in the bathroom, but he's putting up the Twitch stream just to see what's going on. And he's just like,
It's like they better not be talking shit.
yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. I think he needs to get a little lighter, so that way when he does his jumps, he's just not like.
Okay. Let's say Yama could learn something from
Yeah.
him.
Oh, a little bit on that. Look. It's a comparison. I mean, it would be really bad if like I'm doing Ishtar challenge and I just can't lift myself off
Oh
for
my
the shock
God.
arrows unless I go to the bathroom.
So anyway,
Hello. Okay.
all right,
there-
Ty's on his way up.
the man, the myth, and the legend, right there, Ty. Dang.
Make sure you check out Twitter for some great shots of Ty dancing in the background
Oh, yeah.
of the first couple of days of the tournament. Good content.
Definitely.
Not
Ty's-
good dancing, but good content.
You can't say that. You can't go with that. You can't roast his dance. Oh, no. I mean,
That's half the fun.
yeah, but look at He's a top 12. You can't roast his dance skills. Oh, you mean that?
I can roast his dance skills, but not his dance skills.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's true. Freestyles is a whole different beast.
All right.
Oh man, so Ty is the people's champ for a reason, as everyone's beloved. But NOBARBEN is the No-Bar people's champs. It's
Yep.
like you got yourself the left-handed crew in the back just rooting over there. Man.
All right, players are getting logged in.
And let's start
Gonna
off
be
with our
spicy.
song picks. So we do have New Century and Sweet Home Party in case our hints didn't quite reveal that directly. So New Century.
Jomanda challenge as our song 3 if it comes to that.
Yeah, we'll have to see if anyone wants to be Jomanda-ing up.
Oh man, we had Lacrima got vetoed by Ty.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
In the immortal words of Christopher Life, honestly, who's trying to play Lacrima?
Oh, yeah. Naturally, we got a giant, we got a giant audience ready to heckle Ty the moment he loses. Oh, I mean support him endearingly.
There has been a lot of heckling in this tournament. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The vibes here have been immaculate, I would say.
Oh my God.
Lots of heckling, lots of laughing, lots of crazy stuff. Just good times.
It's really crazy about how we are able to like kind of have everyone get united, get super devoted into this. Crew battle t-shirts and just everything in between.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, here we go. New Century Expert.
This is like Soda's kitchen sink of instrumental melodies here.
Yep. Song's a bop. I really like this song.
A very fun one in the series.
I think at this point, I mean, we're going to be seeing 16 through 19, so pretty much everything is going to be fast. But Soda songs are a special flavor of fast. They're all like 190, 200. These little bursty 16s, crossovers.
They're all of a similar BPM range, and they all have this very fun futuristic pop. Oh my God. Well,
That tie by 4, Ben hanging in there.
ooh, this is so close already, but we're going into the back half soon. How did
Ty
Ben
crushing that run, but then slipping right afterwards.
I believe Ben just
Ben's by
maintained
1.
it though now. Yeah,
And now they're even. Oh my goodness.
Ichi-san-chi, let's go. Oh my goodness. This is still, wait, how, I don't know how they can maintain being like identically like before. Oh no. Oh wait, 2 misses on both ends though. But Ty is just
This is
narrowly edging
crazy
Lego.
close. Oh, Ty's kind of gotten away with it after that last trip up by Ben though. By 25
That
or
might
so.
spell it, but we still have the outro runs. But the gap is now getting it better. Not even DDR can save you there.
Those little side switches.
Yeah, these bursts are nothing. Even if that trill is like immaculate.
Super close. I think there was 4 or 5 lead changes in that, but in the end, Ty takes it home.
Wow.
1911, 1892, 43 perfect
This
to
just
44
sounds like
perfect.
a bunch of like history book lessons with this EX
In the
score.
EX score of 1911, Ty defeated the NOBARBEN goats.
Oh, the NOBARBENs of the 1892. Oh, goodness gracious.
All right, Ty goes up by 1.
And we're
we
going
make
into
our
Sweet
way.
Home Party over here.
Ben loves this song.
Oh no
Ben
wonder
loves this song, and he's got a, I don't remember what he has on it, but he has like a monster PFC on Sweet Home Party.
Ooh, this must be disgusting.
This
is he gonna clear the machine score?
Probably not. Oh wait, machine score.
997
Probably.
on that. That's, can't wait to see.
But of course, Ty's Ty. He's no slouch.
Wait, I was looking at the phone. He was looking at a DDR chart. He was looking at something there. That was a YouTube video. That was Yuisen right there.
Yeah. I mean, it never hurts to study. No matter how familiar you are with something, when it's something like Sweet Home Party, it's so complicated with its gradual speed up, the stop into the tempo change, and then these super fast triplet crossover gallops.
There's
it's
so many
nasty.
sudden sections right there. And all you might need is a little hint again about like, hey, which arrow again was it this? Sometimes I would go by like, okay, combo X would do here, but that necessitates getting the full combo.
Yeah.
Gotta trust yourself on that one.
Yeah, I think I think most players that I've talked to about this kind of thing all say that they have some kind of cue that they remember, whether it's musical, whether it's a pattern, whether it's an arrow, where it's like, when I see this, I gotta remember that this is the thing that happens.
Yeah, exactly. In a way, then it feels like you're just playing an instrument and knowing your, kind of things. Why is his name You Suck? I just realized that. And it's-
Borrowed card maybe? Who
Or
knows?
maybe it's You Success. It just
You
doesn't-
succeed.
Yeah.
Ty just wants everyone to have a good time.
Oh, absolutely. I
But
know.
Here we go.
All right.
That one triplet hold right there is like the ruiner of early gold combos.
Yeah.
Konami, please put the option to make your freeze arrows colored.
Can we just have quick retries? Looks like we already have
Here comes
Okay.
the spice.
the footsteps here. They just sound immaculate, though. This is really just river dancing.
The funny part is half the crowd from the other side came over. I think it's because they heard Sweet Home Party and they knew Ben was playing it.
Yeah, I'm very sure it's because Sweet Home Party, the most beloved song in DDR history, is right here. It's just
This
like
is-
Glorbo. Glorbo just came out in DDR, guys.
That is crazy. Ben's only up by 1.
This is
I say
just-
that, now it's 3, but still extremely close.
It's always been just generally Ben's lead, but I feel like the gap is just. Oh no! Now
Yeah,
the
this
gap's
is
widened
this is
again.
where Ben's gonna flex.
Yeah, it was just way before any of that so fun. But the gap is not that major yet. We're gonna have to see if this particular speed change will get Ty unable to work back. Yeah, Ben feels impervious at this point. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a 1-1.
Ben by 21. Sweet
Incredible.
Home Party is his jam.
Oh wait, oh that is a new machine record. That's 400 points higher.
All right, the gauntlet has been thrown. Red Note Las Vegas.
Ooh.
997, 940 on Sweet Home Party. Come and get it.
Get yourselves on this cab again and make sure you beat it. Yeah, now we're gonna
Yeah.
just go play Yo Mama. I mean Yo Manda. Or
So this is spicy, especially in the context of Ben
Yeah.
ripping the tempo changes in Sweet Home Party.
Right.
Jomanda having that big slowdown into speed up in the middle. It'll be interesting to see what comes of it.
this one I feel is like, you gotta make sure you don't get rusty on it. You just have to always be like relatively clean and just, or at least like remembering all of the tricks of the trade here. 'Cause
Yeah.
not remembering that is so devastating to this kind of song as opposed to like,
Yeah.
oh, oopsies, I forgot one pattern, but I still triple A'd.
And it's tough too, because like Cytokinesis, like Delta Max, stuff like that, the DDR engine doesn't do like perfectly smooth tempo changes, so you end up with this kind of chunky, broken up set of jumps forward in speed. And if you don't know where that is, and if you just try to gradually speed up on instinct, you're gonna have some trouble. You're gonna get some greats or worse. But we'll see. This is gonna be, neither one of these players wanted this, but neither one of these players didn't want it as badly as they didn't want those other 4 songs.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
we'll see how comfy these boys feel.
Here we go. Wow. Naturally, the opening is just going to be just a light little introduction into what's to come. And as we can just kind of see, it's going to be generally identical. All right, here's our
Ooh,
first
no.
SoFlan.
If I remember right, the sync on this song is a little wonky too, which makes those slowdowns even trickier.
Ooh. You just have to kind of like gauge where this might land.
Ben by 3. Ty by 2.
Oh my god.
Here
It's
we
just
go.
trading off, but it's just so early to tell.
Ooh.
The main thing I really just want to see here is that neither player trying to give a tremendous lead to the other person. If
Wow,
they do,
Ben.
then this
Wow,
is-
Ty. Ty
Yeah.
by 8.
Oh my god.
And now we have a pretty standard Yoshitaka.
I hope we don't see Ben getting tied up here by the end.
Ooh.
Oh. Again, Ty is just maintaining that lead that he built earlier. Wow, both players just having a really solid, marvelous run, but Ty has just been dropping misses and the gap has shrunk considerably.
It's like 2 EX.
Any like good or miss could cost you.
One more slowdown.
Oh, this is too close for comfort. There's just so much trickiness still remaining in the song.
Both players crushing that last stop.
It's surprising about how Ben of all players is just maintaining all this white. Oh, did a small grade over there though. But Ty is now getting the lead here now. But it's still really narrow, but most of the song is over at this point. Oh, great grip, great there.
Oh,
wow.
tied by 4.
Just
Ben with the
4.
full combo, but Ty with the match.
4 points. All comes down to 4 points. Even if Ty made 2 misses there, it just,
Yep, 2 misses for 10 perfects.
yeah. Goodness gracious. A little bit of a trade, but that's an incredibly close match. Breathtaking.
So our first 2-1 on this cap so far.
Yeah, already
and that
we're
will conclude our half of the winner's quarters. With Chaos and Ty advancing.
yes,
Ty by the skin of his teeth.
indeed. That was a battle, and he's gonna either he's gonna face the winner of Marqqq versus T.Swag.
That's it. See you next time
So
on the dance floor.
that's gonna be a bloodbath of its own. Oh, looks like he's gonna face against Marqqq. So, yeah, that's gonna be just troublesome on its own. It's very spicy. But now we have our losers round 1. So that's gonna be NOBARBEN versus ANDROO, T.Swag versus Desklamp, ReRhyme and FENRIR, and Roscoe and CelAnima. So, spice. And it looks like we have ourselves FENRIR and ReRhyme. So this is really their survival moment here.
Yep, the one free loss is gone.
Yep.
It is win or go home.
Yeah. Well, oh, the winners go home? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Win or go home.
Oh, win or go home. That makes sense. Yeah, it's losers round 1. That's right. Goodness gracious. I have to
So-
feel about it. What happens if you're that player that you're in the top 12 by default, but you just go 0-2?
I mean, hey, it happens. It happens in every tournament. It happens
Yeah.
all the time.
You just hope that you're here for the good vibes. That's
Yep.
what it meant. Not necessarily that you're here just to min-max everything.
And you know,
Hooray.
both of these players were seeded into top 8.
Yeah.
Or top 12, excuse me. So one of them is going to show up and go 0-2.
Yeah, it'll have to happen. Gray is our starting song over here, and followed by this, I saw Max Unlimited, I believe, in this.
Oh, we lost the card.
Disgusting.
Sky, can we have the card really quick?
Yeah, it's
Thank
Max
you.
Unlimited X Special, right?
Blech. And
Oh,
then
you saw that
Aether.
9-ban? Did you see?
Spicy.
There were 2 prays in that card draw. There was Pray Challenge that just got banned from existence.
Which, you know, totally reasonable choice.
Yeah.
Song's hard. Well, I mean, as opposed to all the other songs on the card.
Praise challenge difficulty, you gotta just pray for the right kind of pad to be able to step jump mash.
Yeah.
But now we are just gonna do pure foot speed. This should be like Rhyme's bread and butter, but both players are probably real adept at this, that there'd be little issue to see. And it really reflects in the EX score right now because both players are just tearing through, and oh my god, it's ReRhyme slightly going a little further.
FENRIR does have a proclivity towards kind of high difficulty, high speed songs as well. FENRIR also played a lot of Prey at Upbeat, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he's just used to it during that whole like top, everyone plays the same songs or whatever,
Yep.
right?
Still only a couple EX apart as we come halfway through the rhythm section.
It's going to be exciting to especially see what we do into these gallops.
It's crazy how much harder gallops get when they're at 216
Wait, oh,
beats a
it's
minute.
shifted, it's shifted! Oh my god,
Ooh,
previously.
FENRIR creeping up
Yeah, exactly.
15
not,
or so.
Not just creeping up, creeping past. Oh, the gap is bigger. FENRIR's rhythm is just maintaining way more solidly. Oh my
Wow.
god. You just saw ReRhyme being in the lead all throughout, and it just, all that matters is just getting twinkle toes on those gallops.
82 perfects.
To 101.
Whew.
Wow. Oh, his legs just were like, whoo.
FENRIR takes the first song. We have
Definitely
another
right there.
song that proves that money score is a scam.
Yeah.
Because ReRhyme wins by money score, but loses the first song.
Dang.
But now we have Max Unlimited X Special, probably the nastiest X Special chart.
You know, there's another X Special that was here, but it got banned. And meanwhile, we just took this X Special, which is even more disgusting.
Yeah, this is, Max Unlimited X Special is such a challenge. Lots of step jumps, lots of crossovers, tons of motion, the jacks and the slowdowns. This is an
Yeah.
incredibly technical piece of work.
They clearly took everything you loved about Max Unlimited and just, they wanted more of it. The players, they wanted it. They craved it.
Love in italics with like 6 O's and a tilde
Yeah.
at the end.
You know, if it was made
Love.
now, it'd just be a simple challenge on top and it doesn't even have anything like this. You could just call it a BPL special for
Yeah.
Pete's sake.
Max Unlimited is one of the hardest OG DDR songs. You know, coming out in Max 2
Yeah.
was the king of the game at that point.
yeah.
And, you know, even depending on who you ask, a lot of players will say harder than PSMH. Some players feel like it's harder than PSMO. I had a friend in college who believed that Max Unlimited was the hardest song in the game. Or at least it was in terms of just
Yeah.
raw perfect attack.
Just really funny about how you go like, hey guys, we made another sequel. It's called The Legend of Max. And
Yeah.
that one was actually a lot more straightforward to nail. Looks like we're going ahead with FENRIR versus ReRhyme in losers round 1. Loser here will have to go straight out of Last Card into the heat of Las Vegas. No, we're not that mean. They get to enjoy the rest of the tournament. Already, we just have ourselves pretty much an even split. Just only like 1 to 2, just kind of varying. But FENRIR is now edging a little further, inching past. Oh, but no, it's trading back. Both players are just simply in this zone.
We're probably going to see a lot of lead changes here. The
Yeah.
song is super tricky, and it's tricky in a lot of different ways.
Any
Very
change-
easy for someone to slip
Yeah.
up and cough up a couple of greats or a miss.
Yeah, any moment that actually happens, you're just gonna lose some non-trivial
Oh, boy.
amount. Oh my god, see this? See this? The gap is increased considerably. FENRIR just didn't gallop at those, or not gallop, but you know, those little mini jacks. Oh no, that's a big crucial mistake. Oh my
19
goodness.
for ReRhyme.
We'll see what happens. ReRhyme isn't going that stellarly on those same patterns too. Both players are just at the same cadence right there.
And those holds making this section so hard to read.
They have to steal their concentration away from all the others.
Oh, it's come back together. They're tied.
Oh my god.
They were tied for a second. Oh my goodness.
No, they're still tied at this moment, right? Basically, is it FENRIR's moment to win though?
Oh my god.
It's just so tight. Absolutely
Oh
tight
my
with
god,
the
they
same,
tied!
Same score! Well,
FENRIR turning around, giving the crowd a good old "Are you not entertained?"
back at the tie. Yeah, we could say, I would say that's a 0.5, personally. Because we still have to play our third song.
No, it's a 0.
right? Is it a 0?
Yeah, we play the third pick no matter what, but it's first to 2.
First to 2,
So
I see.
if ReRhyme wins, we have to draw a new card.
You're right. This is the classic BO3 rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
We have seen so many ties this tournament.
oh yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Ty, come here. We've
Well,
been
we're not-
seeing so many of you this tournament. Get it? Tiebreakers and.
Oh my god. Why
Why
did Roger have to leave? I got stuck with Watson.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Alrighty.
Ty just said he's glad he can make an appearance all so soon, you know?
All right, so now we have Aether,
Oh my goodness.
another high BPM song, lots of step jumps.
I always feel with this jacket, she just looks like a tube of toothpaste. She just seems so squeaky clean.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Maintain that dental hygiene right there. That's the fluoride coming out right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tech thought it was Aether. It's actually just bubbles.
Oh.
It's the baking soda in the toothpaste.
Only the baking soda. Only that. Are you sure it's not baby powder?
Hopefully not in your mouth. No.
Yeah, that doesn't.
That
Probably
would,
not
that
very
would be bad.
pleasant. Yeah.
That sounds unpleasant.
I feel like as a baby, you probably try and experiment yourself there. All right.
Can't say I remember.
See? Toothpaste. Oh, anyway. Let's go on.
All right.
This is an incredible stamina chart right over here. And oh, guys, it's white combos. Of course it's going to be the same score.
This is another song with kind of weird drifty sync. It's extremely late a lot of the time, but the slowdowns get pretty early.
There's, it always feels like there's going to be this kind of weird tempo that it feels like, wait, am I not catching up, or am I just being, I don't know, how I'm actually adjusting it to whatever this window this song has.
Dead even coming into the first slowdown.
Literally this dead heat. Oh my goodness, only just a few points, just like a perfect practically.
Yeah, 2 for ReRhyme right now.
There's so many notes remaining that this is just, death runs are gonna come soon, but oh no, that's a flub on FENRIR. Looks like ReRhyme can inch it a little further. This is an incredible pinnacle of skill, and it's a shame that this is already just losers round 1. I just want to see these guys play all day.
Ain't that the truth?
ReRhyme is having a sizable lead at this point, but there's still this whole section of step jumps. Neither player giving any sign of run mobility, though. Here we go, final run. Oh, goodness.
Aether's what, like 380 or something like that? 385?
Basically on that. No, but the ending jumps,
Ooh.
Oh, but that's enough. That's enough.
ReRhyme hangs on to it barely
ReRhyme
by
just
3.
missed a little further.
Still draw 3.
Looks like
back to the laptop.
Looks like we're gonna keep on going. These guys just want to have an encore. They just want to play more DDR.
So we have the 1-1-1.
Yeah.
1 for FENRIR, 1 for ReRhyme, 1 for both of them. 1
Looks
for
like
everybody.
We're gonna play another song or something like that. Another set or something.
So we're gonna have a little bit of a wait while
we figure out what we do with this tiebreaker.
Yeah, 1-1-1 for those two. Our man Squidward stepping over to do the thing. So now we're back in Mystery Land.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna experience.
I
over
believe
here.
the protocol for this will be draw 5, and then still each player gets 1 protect and 1 veto.
Ooh.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Or is it gonna be keep eliminating?
It's probably gonna be 3 and then 1 veto, 1 veto.
Could be that. Yeah, yeah. Alternatively, it could be 5 and veto, 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 or something in that.
Yeah, no protects when there's 1 song.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Ooh. But
I'm a thinker.
looks like they are walking back to the card draw table. And this is to make everything better. We have 2 DDR caps, and in between is the card draw station.
Yep.
A very cool system to just simply go in and out, in and out.
Yep. If only there was a little more room
Oh, yeah, in the
between the
back
card
way.
draw station and the wall.
Yeah,
it's a little
players
bit of
are-
a little bit of a choke point there, and with the pretty big spectator crowd we have, it gets a little cozy. But
Yeah,
either way,
definitely
logistically, A+.
On point, yeah.
So as we're coming into this, what kind of song do you think would be the most exciting to be the song 3 between these two?
Ooh. You know, we keep seeing a lot of these 17s and 18s that are just simply da 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 da. It's just bursty rhythms.
Yep.
And I want to see something different. I want to see something that is just like technical, something weird, something that can just be upsetting in that manner.
So Jaconda.
Memoria? Oh no! I
Dun
don't.
dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Look, you could give me Neutrino. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, Neutrino Challenge would
Yeah.
be spicy. Cozy
be.
Catastrophe would be fun.
Absolutely. All in that KAC Ace era. That would be fun.
I don't think, so we don't have 19s in the draw yet.
No.
We're still only up to 18s. Is it 15 to 18 or 16 to 18? I should just
Something
look at
along those lines, but
I think
we'll see
I think
about-
it's 16 to 18.
There's still a lot. There's a lot of charts at this point with here, and I mean, like, I'm really glad at least 820 Plus has like introduced a lot of new challenges into play.
Yes.
Yeah.
The just kind of the depth and the diversity of the songs that are in the game now, it just has been going up and up ever since Ace.
Definitely, absolutely. And it feels that there's a lot of new techniques to try and master. So
Yeah.
it's mucho appreciated.
Yep. I mean, and even in A3, we're seeing lots of foot switches, like 16th note, 17 foot switches at like
Oh.
180, 190.
Yeah.
Oversoul Challenge has them.
Right.
Typhon has a couple.
New hints are, and Scarlet Police is just a ton.
Yeah,
It's
just full of
basically
it.
The song.
So it's pretty exciting to see.
Ooh.
We are.
ReRhyme is finished.
ReRhyme is sidling over to the pad. Doesn't look super happy.
We
He might just
see
be
that-
tired,
We
but
might see that card draw come up on our end.
he's
too.
he's got a little bit of a grimace. We are waiting for the results
Oh.
to come in on our end, and we'll
Are
let you know
sure
as
he
soon as
has
we have
that?
it.
I don't see a milkshake anywhere by his side.
Boo.
yeah,
He's in blue, not purple.
so yeah, that's true. Oh,
My hair is just refusing to.
oh yeah, oh
To
yeah.
do.
Oh, okay. You know, look. There's a. If you're wearing a
looking.
cap, and you just have like the hair, for me, this back of this hair when I'm having my baseball cap, just freaking goes up a little, especially
Oh,
after
yeah.
all these hours. Your hair is just shaped by it.
Yep.
Oh man.
No, same for me. And I actually have curly hair.
Ooh. Oh
It-
really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
not it's like wavy until it gets long enough, and then all of a sudden it starts curling.
Oh
so
my
what happens
goodness.
is when my hair gets long,
Yes.
it stops growing down and just starts growing out,
Oh.
which looks even sillier with a
Yeah.
baseball hat.
Yes, yes.
So I
It-
gotta stay on my haircut schedule.
It's like you're trying to take care of an overgrown houseplant at that point.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we got our songs. It looks like we have our eliminations on Gaia's out of the way, 9 is out of the way, no Legend of Max Challenge, and
No Max Unlimited X Special
I
again.
wonder why. I mean, we already just saw this. We need more variety, and that variety is Anti-Matter Challenge.
We are gonna be zooming.
Yeah.
400 BPM, some nasty
Any
slowdowns.
Zoomers in the chat, guys? Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say antimatter, the Zoomer DDR chart, because it be zooming.
That's very true.
What is
It looks like we got ourselves another foot speed kind of chart, but at the very least, this one is really challenging.
Yep.
Like, very, very difficult, and not simply just like burst go burr, and I'm just like, you know, autopilot.
Yep.
I can't autopilot this.
Yeah, as far as 18s go, it's not the most technical. You know, it's not like a Come to Life or
Yes.
something where it's full of crossovers,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
but there's just a lot of arrows, and it is just relentless. It's another 700 note song.
Yeah. Runs, like, just runs at you like a truck.
Yep.
Here we go. Both players are having the ultimate peak form of sportsmanship. I haven't seen this much dancer hugging since, well, at all. Maybe the cruise ship? No.
All right.
Let's see how we go.
A
with the
slow
anti-matter
start
now.
as we all hold our breath. Both players getting a marvelous. That left arrow in the slowdown is horribly wrong.
It's so
it-
funny about how you just have to actually reach for it through your own timing override as opposed to following what the song actually tells you. That's just the rules of the game, baby. And speaking of the rules of the game, look at that. FENRIR is just schooling.
So much motion in those gallops too. You're swinging your legs back and forth, changing directions.
I do feel there's an opportunity to simply climb back, especially as you're getting into the second half, which is the primary tiring moment.
I don't know.
But
FENRIR is up by 40 and climbing 50.
But at the same time, he just had early greats over in that slowdown to speed up section. I wonder if he'll have moments where he will bleed out a little.
Yeah, I mean, we're barely 70% of the way through the song right now.
Oh no,
so.
but the gap is increasing considerably now. See over there, it's like
Ooh.
60 at this point.
We'll see some trouble in the slowdown, but FENRIR needs to have a lot of trouble to let ReRhyme catch up.
Yeah, the gap is shrinking slightly, but it's just going to take a bit more patterns. There's no way at this point. Both players are nailing this death stream beautifully, and FENRIR taking the sudden death. Just destruction right there now.
So a
But-
2-1
Oh, higher money score on Rhyme's side. Oh, I wonder what's up there.
scams.
Guys, this is what happens when you decide to make perfects -10 instead of like, I don't know, some other judgment on that.
Yeah, some number that actually is determinative.
Do numbers make sense anymore? No.
Numbers never made sense to me.
Never. Well, looks like here, as we are wrapping up some bits of losers round 1 and progressing further, I'm gonna step out real quick and take a break. Oh no, I'm gonna get into the trap door. I'm trying to go
Into
further
the
down.
Sarlacc pit.
Further down. Oh no, I can't go that further down. But
I was gonna say, there's not a lot of room down there. You may
no,
wanna,
definitely not.
you need some help, buddy?
Maybe, but you know what? You know what? Who will come back? We're going to introduce Ambones to the stream. She's gonna be co-piloting with Tessa. I hope you guys enjoy looking further with some more high-level DDR, especially as we get into this next match. So peace out, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right. So we are transitioning in to NOBARBEN versus ANDROO, the king of avocados himself. Still losers one, Sky. And we are joined by the treasure herself. Queen of the Valkyries, one of the queens of the Valkyries. All the Valkyries are queens, really, let's be honest.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
isn't that cool?
That's perfect.
Technology's amazing.
God.
Welcome to the stream, Amber. Great to
Hi.
have you. Super excited to be commentating with you.
I know. It's always such a joy. We've done this before, right?
We did it at Infinity Stage.
Infinity stage.
Infinity Stage, yes.
God, really?
Yeah,
That was so long ago.
yeah. It was fun because I got to do a mini interview with you about the
Oh, yeah,
Valkyrie
that's right.
tournament, and
And
then
I-
we commentated a couple matches.
Probably almost cried.
Yep.
Is it no barbers Andrew?
All right.
Also, hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Ambones. I played earlier, and now I'm commentating. And I love
And
this
got
game.
like 20 something on Ishtar or whatever.
don't know.
It was nasty.
You know, not my best day, but that's fine. They
Yeah.
can't all be winners.
You still ripped on Ishtar. You rip
Thank
on
you,
the pocket
right.
pick. You can at least put the feather in your cap for that.
I will.
All right, we're getting into our card. We have Idola Expert protected by
Great.
Andrew and Trigger Challenge by NOBARBEN. Gonna flex that tech,
Yes.
and then another London involved.
These
so I-
are such good players, too. Like, this, I mean, this is going to come down to just a few EX, I think.
Yeah, and Idola's nasty. Pretty high BPM, although I might as well just stop
Yeah.
saying that at this point because every song that we're gonna see is gonna be like 180 at
Yeah.
a minimum.
Yeah, and this one has a lot of green notes. It's a little bit awkward, but I don't know. It's not like the worst 16 you could play. And I think at this point in the tournament, like seeing a 16 is kind of a novelty.
Yeah, it's more
Tied.
tricky than it is like uncomfortable. Like when I look at Idola, I think it's a pretty good chart, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh, playing it is so taxed.
Right, right. It does have a
So
lot of steps.
Andrew by 4,
Yeah.
but especially with a song like this, there is a lot of opportunities to pick up all kinds of shenanigans. So we're not gonna know this one until someone pulls away real hard or the song ends.
Yeah, and I know Ben was standing around for a little bit, so maybe trying to re-warm back up. And Andrew just played, right?
I think so.
But still, beautiful. Like, they know what they're doing.
Pick it a bop, pick it a bop. Those triplets are really pop. I like that part.
Yeah. And I think, like, that section is so easy to rush because of the high BPM.
Yep.
But neither of them did. Just a lot of marvelous.
Yeah, when you crank out those 16s, it takes a lot of discipline to keep that timing good when you have to slow down a little bit.
This is so close. Andrew pulling a little bit away.
Yeah, by 12-ish?
Oof. Andrew has been on fire today.
Andrew's had a
He's
hell of a
walked
tournament.
in. He looks so comfortable. Wow.
Someone yanked the audio cable from the machine, so there's no game audio.
So Andrew, 2 really good years, 1991 and 2002, but only one of them is a higher EX score. And Andrew takes song 1 by 11.
Guess 2002 is the better year than 91.
I was gonna say, I was 4 in 1991, so I don't remember it that well.
Still 43 perfects to 41, but NOBARBEN had the 2 extra perfects and 3 misses.
Pretty tight. So now we are moving into, I already forgot what the second song was. Oh, Trigger
that's
Challenge. So Ben was flexing his gimmick knowledge, his tempo changes, his stops. You know, he flexed really hard on that Sweet Home Party score.
Yeah.
Took the machine record for Red Note. And then we will see how this goes. Trigger nasty. Nasty crossovers, nasty jumps, nasty
Yes.
tempo changes. Lots of crossovers. And a little drifty. A little, but.
Yeah, and I think this was this Ben's pocket pick or his protect?
It was his protect, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah. Okay, let me know if that's better, if you can hear me. Okay. Thank you, Grady.
Oh, is Twitch chat telling you you're quiet?
Oh, just a message. Yeah. This is a tough song.
Very hard, relatively low step count
Yes.
as far as 18s go.
But it makes you think the whole time. There are some charts that you play where you just have to actively think instead of just like execute and rely on your muscles. This is a thinker.
Yep. Tempo changes, the triplet candles.
Beautiful, Ben.
Ben's got a good lead already.
Yeah. It is always such a joy to watch Ben play, like especially higher level songs.
Yeah, his just technical control
Yeah.
is wonderful.
And he's so adaptable too. Like any machine you throw at him.
Yeah. It comes down to good fundamentals.
Yeah.
Like you have to have good body control, good balance. You have
Yep.
to know charts really well. Because if you trip up a little bit without the bar, you just have to catch yourself.
Totally.
You don't have the bar.
Yeah. And I guess one of the benefits of playing no bar too is you always step a little bit wider. So instead of like having he has very precise form, don't get me wrong, or like you don't have to minimize quite as much. Or a lot of players play with like very minimized form, and with Ben, like he can adapt so much better, it seems, because he's always stepping a little bit wider. Ben
Speaking
is
of
just
wider, the gap.
ripping. Yep.
It's getting a lot wider. Oof.
Beautifully done.
Ben by 67.
Comfortable. Very comfortable. Yeah. The little
Imagine
bowing.
getting 66 perfects on
Jeez.
Trigger Challenge without the bar.
Andrew celebrating this for Ben too. Like, how do you not?
Yeah.
That is precise. That is precision from
Yep.
NOBARBEN. Love to see it.
It's interesting too because I believe playing without the bar probably gives him better flexibility for crossovers.
Yeah.
Because it's so much harder turning when your shoulders are kind of locked in
Very
place.
true.
You have to really torque your core. It's like it's a lot more work.
What core? No.
Yeah, I was saying.
No,
it's
it's
like, what? Look. Excuse me, madam.
A couple of coreless people over here on the mic.
Well, I think I'm core full. I think that's a problem. I have too much core.
We have core to spare.
Yeah, we should average our cores out.
Oh my god. Okay, great. We're getting. Is this Scoop City?
This is A. Okay, so this is the faster one.
The faster one, and it has the Scoobies at the end, right?
C is the one with the Scoobies.
Oh,
at
C
the
is
end,
the
although they
Scoobies?
all have nasty
Oh,
crossovers.
they all, okay.
They're all very rude.
All
Hold
right,
on.
we're simply entering the city
I'm
of London
consulting
together.
Oh yeah, they do have it has that one Scooby in the big end run.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the
yeah.
long 8th run, and then they're just like, hello, here's some
Hello.
Scoobies.
Here you go.
Because there haven't been enough arrows yet.
No, right.
Yeah, the London's like, when I think of all the London evolves, the word that comes to my mind is just relentless.
Yeah.
It's just consistent, high speed,
Right.
jumps, turns, runs,
Yes.
on and on and on. And even it's one of those like fake break slowdowns where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a slowdown, but you're sitting there going, da 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 da
Right.
da 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 da. It's like, it's
It's
still
a thinker.
really fast.
Yeah, it's a thinker. And I think too with this series of songs, even though like the first section of the song is always the same across A, B, and C, it's still really hard. Like this is really hard to execute.
Yep.
It's tiring. There's so many jumps in this too.
Yeah, super high air score. Whenever you see that like triangle sticking out to the left of the groove radar, it's like, oh no.
No. Right. Do I have to jump?
Both players,
Oh,
you know what? I'm not gonna, you know what?
they're
then.
tied. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
still
very
very
close. Yeah, it's basically
I'm not
a
gonna
tie.
use the
Don't
G
use
word.
the word. Don't use the word.
If anything
We're
happens,
thinking
it's
it
not
loudly.
our fault. And here's that slowdown I was talking about.
Hey, well, Andrew picked up his first grade.
Okay, now we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We're safe.
We're
but
safe.
still only one EX apart.
Yeah. Again, keeping
Absolutely
the MA
crazy.
tight. This is so exciting. Oh, so
Oh.
good. And this part is so hard to time.
Ben by 6. Ben by 6.
Ooh,
Oh, tied for
Tripped
just
up.
a second. This slowdown is so hard
Yeah.
to reach.
and then into
And-
these runs.
Yep.
And then we will be entering Scoop City. Let's see how they handle it. Ooh,
Wow.
wow.
No bar. Ben has no
Beautiful.
problem taking that
Right.
match home.
That like swung wildly back and forth too. That was so fun.
Yeah, you
40 to 27.
27
I got
perfects.
goosebumps.
Are you kidding me?
I still have goosebumps there.
Are you kidding me? And Ben saying, I have no idea where that came
Getting
from.
the photo. Oh my god. I'm like
Wow.
leaned in so far to this.
Wow,
like,
wow, wow, wow,
I
wow.
still can't believe it.
That is awesome. That is just
Gotta take a
awesome.
breather.
Yeah. I was like, I realized like my forearms got tense because I'm like grabbing onto my chair, leaning in, being like, oh my god.
Right.
Holy
CJ.
moly.
Wow. Go
What,
Ben.
what a match.
Lots of
What a
applause from
treat.
the crowd. Everyone gobsmacked. That's a good word. Gobsmacked.
Gobsmacked is a fantastic word.
Gobsmacked. Hashtag gobsmacked for no
Yeah,
bar bed.
Hashtag gobsmacked. No bar smacked.
No bar smack.
It's it's just
Love to see
so
it.
impressive. Oh,
my
my
gosh.
gosh.
We're seeing all these upbeat players too. Like this is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like
It's too bad it's so hot because I
I
know,
know.
I for one was very sad that I couldn't wear my upbeat jacket.
I know they're so nice.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna flex a little bit, and then
T.Swag's been walking around flexing his though. Like he's
T-Swag
it looks
is
great.
always flexing.
Yeah.
His name's T-Swag. Let's be honest.
Yes. He
Hudson, or not Hudson. Why did I say Hudson? Whoever he is, Watson.
what?
Wrong son.
wrong son.
Watson stole our monitor screen, so we can no
Oh,
longer see ourselves. But I'm
that's
sure we're
okay.
still there.
We look great, I'm sure. Beautiful. Oh, precious.
Yeah.
How has your tournament experience been so far?
It's
Catch me
been
up.
a blast.
Yeah.
I'm having surprisingly more fun than I expected not competing.
Yes, right.
I am not a not competing kind of
I
person.
know, right?
Upbeat was different because I knew I was like, yeah, if I tried the upbeat qualifiers, I'd be like 100th. So I have no qualms about not playing an upbeat.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be there.
Ugh.
For this tournament, it's just been such a delight
Yes.
of watching so many close matches, so much hype, so many ties.
I
Like,
know, right?
It feels so improbable how tight the skill distribution in these pools
It
were.
is.
And the level of play, I feel like, keeps going up every tournament. There were players in Pool 4 that were beating some of my PBs on stuff like
Right.
Heaven is a 57, like extreme songs
Yes.
that I know very well and have played
boomers.
100 times. And someone's just like, oh, let me just like rip 18 on this a little bit. I'm like, Pool 4?
Relax.
Excuse me.
Calm down, right?
It's just, so many people are getting so good, and I said this on stream yesterday, but I am so grateful that the community has been flourishing over the last
Yes.
year.
Yes.
We hung in there through COVID. You know, we bided our time. Some
Yes.
of us who are fortunate enough could play at home
Yep.
or play at their friend's place if they're within the bubble. And
Stare at USN videos on your phone and step sadly in your living room.
yeah, I
Not
had
speaking
to,
from personal experience or anything.
I had to I unfollowed a ton of people on Twitter and stuff because I was just getting sad.
Yeah.
Like all the people playing at home, playing ITG, ITL, and
right.
just ripping scores, and I'm just like, I want to do that and I can't. And I'm happy
my
for my
God.
friends, but I'm very sad.
Pro tip is just USN video in your living room next time.
Yeah, just stopping. I
You'll
live
be
in a
like, wow,
second
I
floor
got
Los
so
Angeles
many
apartment.
Marvelouses. I
Yeah,
got so many
I'm so good.
so good.
I feel like most players, maybe not most players, but if you have like a home setup with Stepmania, I feel like a lot of people have had that accidental autoplay moment. I've done that before. I think like someone kicked a keyboard or whatever and
Oh,
like happened to hit
no,
F8,
right?
and I'm like 150 steps into the
You're
song
like,
being
"Oh
like,
my
oh my
God."
God, like all fantastic.
What am I doing?
Yeah, and then I got a great that I knew was a great. I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and then I saw fantastic, and I was like, that's not
I
right.
have questions. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, God, that's so funny.
But anyway, let's recap because we are moving on to our next card.
Wow, wow, wow.
Who are we? Whose card is this?
Oh.
We have Ben and T.Swag.
Wow.
Losers round 2. We have 888 Challenge and
Challenge.
Paranoia Hades, which I don't even
Challenge.
need to look. That was T.Swag's Protect.
Wow.
So Ben was 888, and then New Decade Expert as the tiebreaker. I love graduated difficulties where like the end of the bracket is just like
This is nonsense.
F you. All the cards are just like, you're going to play this stuff and you're going to like it.
Oh, my God.
And no one liked it.
I wouldn't like this.
I wouldn't like this at all. Paranoia Hades, personally,
Wow.
one of my least favorite songs
It's
to play.
so hard.
It is incredibly taxing.
Yeah. That'll be really interesting to see, too, like, if they do bracket tech on this. I think that's always risky on machines that you're not super familiar with,
Yes.
you know? Like, you can perfect your form to the best of your ability, but, like, it's a machine that, like, you haven't played on a ton.
Yep.
So I think that'll be, it'll be really interesting. And 888, I mean, I don't even know. I don't have
888
the
is
words
so hard.
to speak about 888.
888, one of DDR's. I have a speed up at the very end, so you get to read this whole dense, fast song on
Right.
half speed.
But the whole song is so grueling, just
It is, yeah.
grueling.
Extremely consistent, high speed, 444 BPM.
And the noise coming out of the speakers at you.
I mean, I think this song's a bop, but I'm a
A bop?
Tekinochi fan. I like it. I like noise, to be honest.
noise, yeah, it's noise.
It's absolutely noise.
I would put it more in the noise bucket than in like the music bucket. Oh, I'm gonna get some comments about that. I respect the song. Don't get me wrong, I
I'm pulling
respect
up
the
Twitch
song.
chat really quick.
Oh no! Get Ambones out of here. Ban her.
Yeah. Twitch chat, 888, yay or nay, musically, sound off.
What was
Funniest
my
comments will get
hashtag?
rigged.
What was my hashtag?
Hashtag
for
gobsmacked.
Oh, hashtag gobsmacked for NOBARBEN. So good. Both of these players are so good. Like I've already like shouted from the rooftops about how much I love NOBARBEN, but T.Swag is just such a he has such deep knowledge of this game, and like
Yes.
he always looks so extremely comfortable whenever he's playing anything of this caliber of difficulty, which I do not understand that. Like
Yeah.
he just rips like every 17-18 that he plays. It's so impressive.
He's also had a hell of a tournament. I think
Yeah.
he has maybe impressed me with his performance the most so far. He has just put out some really insane scores
Yeah.
early on, and he does it all in that hat.
In the hat, yeah.
I play in a hat, but not like that. My hat's like stuck to my head.
Well, maybe if you played in T.Swag's hat, you might get comparable T.Swag scores.
Maybe. The
Gotta
next time
try it out.
if the next time I'm playing with him, I'll ask to borrow the hat for a song
Right.
and see what happens.
You should try 888.
No. I will not, as a matter of fact.
Tizzo physically turned to me and looked me like dead in the eyes and said no.
888 was one of my last 14s to piff.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep.
I struggle so much already on adjusting for sync.
Yes.
I am so
Yes.
audio oriented.
Yes.
And so that plus the half speed is just, it's just so
A
hard
lot.
for me.
Okay.
But T.Swag got the sudden plus up.
Ben on 2x. So we have to assume that Ben has memorized the ending?
Possibly.
Which
It is
what-
it is memorizable,
Yeah.
but
also-
it is long. It's not like
True,
a
true, true.
it's not like Try Perfect or something where it's like 20 notes.
Right. You can do a little sneak peek over at T.Swag's screen at the end. We'll see. Yeah, all of this is just so uncomfortable to play. Like, it just feels so relentless, like notes just coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. Ben so far has the lead by a good handful.
Yeah, like 35 or so. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll see if the speed mod comes back to bite him. Because either he has it
Right.
memorized or he's going to cross-read, and cross-reading is super risky.
Yep. It is risky.
For those of you at home, cross-reading is looking at your opponent's side of the screen to read. T.Swag with the lean for sudden plus.
Beautifully done.
Stupid tall people.
I know.
They're jerks.
They're all wrong.
Can't believe they decided to be tall
Ben's
like
still
that.
comfortably like ahead. Is this over 100 at this point? Yep. Okay, let's get through it.
Ben not even blinking. I say that as he gets a miss.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
he's got so much of a lead.
He does. He's good.
I think this is over, but we'll see in the drill.
Yeah. Great job.
Goodness gracious,
Go
Ben.
Ben.
Ben is
Wow.
ripping.
Yep.
967
6 misses from Ben, which is really amazing.
on the money score.
Yeah. Yeah, you also have to think T.Swag has been playing longer because he came out of pool 17 into the bracket. So he's got a couple more sets, probably a longer warm-up under his belt. It's getting pretty late here, too, so who knows how much he's eaten. I mean, I don't think T.Swag is shakeable. I think he's good. He's chilling. But there are, like, all of the environmental factors that go into a tournament that are so different from just, like, playing at your normal arcade.
And we've seen on stream, Ben's been eating this tournament.
Have you eaten today?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I got the staff Raisin Canes for lunch.
Oh, that's so nice.
I haven't eaten dinner, which in retrospect I should have done before I started commentating all of the double elimination bracket.
Right.
But hey, it's fine. It's a tournament. This is what we do here.
Yeah, I brought snacks. I'm at that age in my life now where I bring snacks everywhere I go, so I'll just sneak you a snack across
Oh, that's
the
a
table.
good idea. So now we move on to song number 2, Paranoia Hades. It is appropriate that this is song number 2.
Is it?
Yes, because this song is doo-doo.
Oh, I was like, should I understand this joke? Okay, now I do. Yeah,
I was trying to avoid spelling it out to be a little bit less crass.
I know.
But, you know,
I was
whatever.
Like, is there some cool DDR code that I don't understand? No, it's just a doo-doo joke.
There was so someone, we had one bingo so far in the DDR bingo.
Nice.
And they asked me, what's Enya Enya? Is that some inside joke? And I was like, no, it's just what Prim says.
Okay, let's go into this fast and very difficult crossover-y song. Another just relentless song. You can bracket these, you can jump them.
Yeah, there's just so much motion in all these
Yes.
patterns. Fast crossovers, 300 beats per minute, or 150 if you want to split hairs, but
I
still
do.
fast stuff. I mean, you have plenty of hairs to split. Your hair is marvelous.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You are welcome. Why did I say
Thanks, thank you, genetics.
Yep.
Oof,
Yeah, but
this is
these
brutal.
long crossovers into totally broken off step jumps. It is really challenging, and both players relatively
Yes.
unfazed.
And
T.Swag
close.
still with the full combo, only 3x apart.
I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up.
Yeah. I
This
do
is
like
close.
this song musically, to be honest.
It's
I
noise.
kind of like the spooky vibe. I like boss songs that sound
Ooh.
like boss songs.
They ripped that.
Wow, T.Swag by about 12, it looks like.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, that's actually a great point. Neither of them are playing this on a turn mod, which is just superhuman to me. But here comes the big run.
And you are tired at this point. Oof. Holding
Looks
our
like
breath.
the gap is holding maybe T.Swag by a little bit.
Wow. Okay.
T.Swag.
Great showing by T.Swag. He ripped it.
Holy moly.
With a 992 money score.
The casual
One
AAA
miss.
from T.Swag.
Just
One
one
miss,
gentle
9
miss
grades,
from
80
T-Swag.
perfects.
Wow, that was a great
And
protect.
Ben, 92 perfects. 6 greats.
That is amazing.
But those 6 misses really hurt him.
Yeah, T-Swag ain't sweating. I am so excited to see New Decade. This is such a goofy song.
Yes.
Great song. I think this is a great song.
I also really like New Decade. I think it's a banger.
The chart I have questions about.
I like the chart.
Do you?
I mean, well, you remember, I was like the guy that picked Vertex Squared for fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm a little sick in the head when it comes to step charts. So, the slowdowns, though, pretty brutal.
Goofy.
The rhythms and the ending,
Goofy.
very tough.
Yes.
And that has been Ben's wheelhouse so far.
Yeah,
He has been
yeah.
picking those songs, he's been protecting those songs, and he's been executing. Now, that is also T.Swag's wheelhouse.
Yes.
The tricky business.
Yes.
The nonsense, as some might say. So this is, I do not know who I expect to win here.
I have no idea.
I
That's
do not
great.
know.
Great point.
I think both players have been having great tournaments. Both players have this kind of, have the technique under their belts to rip this.
Yep. All 3 of these songs require such like good, precise knowledge of this game too. Like you can't just go into 888 or Hades or New Decade. Oh my gosh, one of the new charts. Like not knowing what is coming. Like you have to study these.
Yeah.
Be aware of like specifically, especially the harder parts of the song, or like what makes it challenging. Let alone things like the sync or how do you position your feet? Do you do the crossover? Do you try and double step something?
Yeah.
Do you try and bracket something? So they're probably both like cycling through that Rolodex in their brain right now of like, okay, how do I execute the slowdown? Like, what do I need to remember about this?
Yeah.
They're gonna rip. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be so great. I don't know who will win.
Yeah, and at this speed, at 400 BPM, all these big runs, like, you don't have time to think about what you're about to do.
Right.
If you don't know it and know it well and have that internalized, you're gonna get punished.
Totally. Getting some hoots and hollers from the audience.
Here we go.
3 really fast songs in a row.
This intro section just whizzing by. Those big kind of broken up candles, really tricky.
Yeah.
Both players just breezing on by.
Cruising, yeah. Just chilling. Very close EX score.
DDR. Ben by 1. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be...
know.
Oh, Ben sneaking away a little bit, but slow down number 1. Unfazed.
Yeah,
Both
right.
players just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh.
T.Swag has picked up a couple of misses so far.
Yep. Ooh, dropped a freeze. Yeah.
Ben's running away a little bit. He's got 20, but there is a lot of wonkiness left.
Yeah. And as long as it's relatively close going into the end rhythms, it could really be like any.
Yep.
Okay.
Ben's got about a 40 EX lead right now.
They both know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they're both ripping the slowdown.
Wow. I don't think I saw anything aside from Marvelous and Perfects there. Great job.
NOBARBEN.
Ben really crushed it.
By 30,
Wow.
32.
47 3 greats.
47
goods.
perfects to 51 perfects. Like, are you kidding me,
Wow.
boys? Like, what? I'm like
Amazing.
simultaneously like excited, impressed, and like frustrated at how good they are. I'm just like, how do you,
Gobsmacked.
yeah, gobsmacked. That,
Gobsmacked.
perhaps I am just gobsmacked.
Oh my
it's
God.
just like, guys, that's so good. And
They-
like, maybe people might get tired of hearing this, but did you know that Ben doesn't use the bar? Like,
Is that what no bar means in his
it
name?
is. It's just, it's the novelty of Ben being this good without the bar has never worn off.
I know, right?
We
He's-
used to see each other a lot at round 1 in Puente Hills. There was a brief bright period where I was a little bit better than he was.
Oh,
I long for those Halcyon days.
dear diary. I remember when I was better than
now
Ben.
just like, oh my gosh. And especially, you know, I said it already, but T.Swag had a great tournament.
Yes.
Lots of really impressive
Yes.
songs, lots of big wins against good players.
Yes.
And so Ben going over T.Swag is even more impressive.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, that
Totally.
was an earned win.
Very much so.
All right.
So Ben will move on. T-Swag will stop here. T-Swag stop. But
we
yeah, you're
are-
totally
yeah.
right. Like both such amazingly impressive players.
But now
Like-
we are moving back up to
Woo!
the winners
Catch your breath.
semifinals.
Catch your breath.
We got the People's Champion Ty versus the upbeat champion Marqqq. We have a lot of champions here.
Yes.
Just in
sure
general.
Do. Wow.
It's like we're playing League of Legends or something. Hey!
What's that?
That's
no,
my
I'm
one
kidding.
chill.
kidding. I'm kidding. Wow.
All right, we
Okay.
got a card draw, and I mean,
Wow.
I keep acting like I'm surprised. Well, because I am, but like, I don't know why I'm still surprised that all these cards look like this.
Yes.
Triple Cross, Expert, lot of speed. We had Illegal Function Call once again.
Yeah.
So we had that, I think, 4
Okay.
matches ago. Max 300 X Special.
X special.
That knocked me out of my first DDR Ace tournament. Played
Max
against
300 X
Omid.
special?
Yes.
Wow,
Not
it's-
that it
oh, it's a
mattered
weird
because Omid was gonna wreck me on whatever at that point. But I was
Dear
extra
diary.
salty. Well, actually, no, other way around. I wouldn't have been like, I was happy to lose to Omid.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Yes.
I like seeing him succeed in general. But like, I sight read Max 300 X Special
Oh,
in a
that's-
tournament, and I was like, what is
That is
this?
a brutal sight read.
Yeah, me in the chat. I remember when Tizza was better than Desklamp. I remember that too. I remember being better than a lot of these players.
Oh. You can always come back. You can always come back.
Love you too, Omid.
I
I
love
have
this
never
song.
once let you win. Never in my life, nor will I ever.
I love Triple Cross so much. Oh, Life 4. You should turn that off. Oh, leave it on? That's cool. Okay. It's like,
Mark's just flexing, just like, yeah,
that's
whatever.
a choice. That's a decision.
Yeah.
But no, this song, like, not a whole lot to it. Just fast song, lots of streamy stuff, very well synced. Really, like, I think this is going to be amazing to watch the two of these players play this song.
Yeah.
Because this could very well be, like, single-digit perfects for both of them. Like,
Yep.
it could be. And it's a great little ditty. It's a nice little tune.
It is. I do really enjoy this song. Like, even in my, like, older, washier years, like, when I played Triple Cross for the first time, I was like, that's a good chart. That was
Right,
fun. I had
right.
a good time. I'm tired as hell. But
It is-
nicely done.
It is a tiring
And
song.
Ty has 1 perfect,
Yep.
but that's only good for, like, a
Ooh.
1 EX lead. Ooh, slipped up a little bit there.
Okay. Yeah, and Ty has been playing on this machine a bit too, so he's probably like pretty comfortable playing here. It looked like Mark picked up a great.
But still, right with each other.
Yep.
3 in the favor of Ty.
Yep.
4 in the favor of Ty.
The other thing about this song that I'm realizing is it gives you a lot of break opportunities to sneak a peek at your EX score and your opponent's EX score, which if you can avoid doing that, you should.
Yeah.
But it's so tempting to do while you're playing a tournament match.
I used to do that all the time.
Ugh.
I got knocked out of Nationals in 2008 because I looked at someone's score.
It is just a teeny few little maybe EX points difference. Tizza and I are leaning in
Yeah.
to the screen. Wow.
I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be talking. I'm just like, oh my god.
Right,
Like,
right,
I'm just
right, right.
gawking at the screen right now.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Picking up some
Oh,
long
Mark
combos.
sneaking ahead.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
wait. And then lost it
By
at the
two.
very end.
Wow.
Mark has the full combo, but tied by 2 in the last
The-
20 steps.
The crowd is rowdy.
Snuck ahead for the lead.
The crowd is hooting and hollering.
The crowd is super hype.
Yeah.
It is 1-0 tie against
Amazing.
the defending Upbeat co-champion
Right.
in winner semis.
Oh, Ty is
Of last
so
card.
pumped.
That was extremely well. 22 to 23. Like,
23,
what
yeah.
on earth? I'm never gonna get tired of watching matches like this.
No.
Like, I don't know. I have been playing dancing games for almost 20 years.
That's a long time.
I
Kisa.
have been to
At least
dozens of tournaments, and this doesn't get old.
No, right,
It
right,
is-
right, right.
It really doesn't get old.
Uh,
Illegal function call, 260 beats per minute, lots of long 8th note runs, lots of crossovers,
Yep.
some step jumps,
yep.
some
Weird
16
slowdowns.
flat. Yeah, the weird slowdowns. Lots
Kind of
of
weird
offbeats.
sync.
Kind of weird sync as
Yeah.
well. This song was featured in the beloved tournament Life 4 Rank Royale
Oh,
in 2021.
love it. Also
Nice.
very loud. For some
Also
reason, this
very
is
loud
extremely
song.
loud.
Very thumpy.
Yes.
I really like this chart until I started taking Ace more seriously, and then
You disliked it?
I still like it, but I'm just really bad at it.
Yeah.
And I'm too competitive to really
Yeah.
like things that I'm that bad at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
This-
I love the song. I do enjoy the chart. I think it's a
Yeah,
well-made chart.
I
just
agree.
suffer.
It has a little bit of everything in it. So this is one where you definitely need to know it going into it. Because if you sight read this in a tournament, kind of like Max 300X special, probably won't go well.
Probably not good.
But
both
these players will know this.
Yes.
They'll both
absolutely.
be super familiar with this.
Both of these guys have not a lot of perfects and none of anything else but marvelouses as their PBs.
Okay. Let's see how the marvelouses fall in this one. The old illegal funky call. Okay. Tied.
Marked by 1 now. I feel like this is going to stay very close. We're back to tied. Both of these guys
Wow.
have been among the rippiest at the tournament so far.
Right.
A song like this, they both have the potential to pop off. Ooh, Ty getting the miss there, but lucky for everybody. Well, lucky for Ty, less lucky for Mark. Misses not that punishing in an EX score match. Only we're 3 points down.
Wow.
And Ty has pulled back ahead, still within 5.
This is such an awkward part.
Yeah, it makes you move in a lot of ways that just don't make sense. That's like kind of a
miss,
spin.
yeah, yep. Wow, Ty is still
Ooh, Mark picking up
keeping
the
the lead.
grade.
I mean, what do you even say at this point? This is so close.
5
And-
still by Ty.
They both are pushing. They both are hungry for the Marvs.
It's so impressive how little Mark moves.
Yes.
One of the advantages of being tall and having big old feet.
What is it
Can't
like to be
relate.
tall?
But Ty
God.
having a little bit of cushion going into the last
Yep,
run.
Yep, we're closing it out, and it looks like Ty is going to take it.
Oh, Ty 2-0.
Ty can't believe it. Ty is over the moon. 22 to 35.
At the last major tournament at Upbeat, we saw the changing of the guard, where with I Am Chris for Life
Yes.
dropping behind both Nat8 and Mark.
Wow.
Now we have Ty taking out Mark from the winter semis.
Yeah.
Mark will have his work cut out for him in
Yep,
losers.
yep.
He's not done yet. But Ty,
Wow.
the man himself, making it into winners finals.
Goosebumps again. Like, that's got to feel so good. Like,
Yeah.
you could end your last card tournament here as Ty and feel incredibly accomplished.
Yep.
Like Mark is such they're both such amazing players. Don't get me wrong,
Yep.
but Mark
So
is such a dominating force of marvelous making machinery.
Yes, that is a great description. I love that.
It came from this old noggin.
It did.
This one.
So
Wow.
Ty winners finals, clinch top 3, and gets to face who else but I Am Chris for life.
Who's that? Tell me
Chris.
about I Am Chris for life.
He's Chris.
Okay.
He has been his whole life. He
Will
will
he continue to be?
He will be
Oh my
for his
God.
whole life. Chris Chike, KAC champion. Super nice dude.
Yeah. Also
Miffer
tall.
of all songs, also tall.
Also tall.
Yeah. The white lamp on 1s
ev-
through 17s.
Almost everything.
And almost all of the 18s.
Can you
No
imagine?
19 MIFs. Yeah. No 19 MIFs yet.
I'll get
but,
there first.
But 2 19 piffs with both
so
Egoism
amazing.
and P-Rev,
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like 29 or something.
Yeah,
on it.
just absolutely mental accuracy. But before we do that, we are going to make our way back down to the loser semis.
Let's take a little trip, a little detour.
Oh, I guess
if
it's,
you will.
it's losers quarters. I always do that because there's the 4th place match.
Corner, heads or tails?
Yeah, losers quarters. Winners have dollars.
Flip a dollar, heads or tails?
Flip a dollar.
Flutters away. Oh my god.
Who let us commentate together?
I know, right? I'm
I'm
sorry.
very happy,
I
but-
bring the nonsense. I don't know why.
I was
how
going to say,
keep
as
coming
opposed
back.
to me. Like, I'm a noted, very serious and on-topic commentator.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we have our losers quarters. Don't know who's on what machine yet, but on one side we have Chaos and NOBARBEN,
Oh, so
both
good.
of whom exceeded expectations, I believe.
Good
for
use of whom?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I try. I was a writing minor.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, Chaos, NOBARBEN, and we have.
And then Marqqq and FENRIR,
Wow.
tall bearded boys,
Yes.
going at it.
Wow. How will we tell them apart? If we didn't have the names on the screen, we might not know.
Mark has the visor.
Ah, okay. All right. Fair, fair, fair. Let me say very quickly how much I love Red Note. This is
Yes.
so amazing. So I am from Seattle. I live in Seattle, and this is my first time coming here to this arcade, and it's so like revolutionary. It's like such an amazing space.
Yes.
It's like very open and beautiful and well maintained, and like the staff is so knowledgeable and kind, and
The layout's great. The machines are in amazing condition. They're clean. They're shiny. Like
Yes.
they're like the staff runs around and is like randomly vacuuming the floor and like
Yeah.
mopping all day.
not even vacuuming though, like sweeping gently, because
Yeah.
I have a problem at my arcade of the vacuumer like smacking the vacuum against the pad while I'm playing.
Oh gosh.
So
that
it's like
sounds annoying.
gentle, kind sweeping.
Yeah.
So it is very tidy, but it's quiet tidy.
Yeah.
But no, this is such an amazing venue. So if you ever get the chance, if you're ever in Vegas,
Must
check
visit.
it out. Yeah.
2
Like-
Michelin stars for the arcade. Absolutely come here if you are in the area and you like rhythm games.
Yes.
And for
Very
like
cool.
$15, you can play for the day,
Yeah.
which is insane value.
It is.
As anyone that frequents Round 1 or Dave & Buster's will tell you, $15 is like a day.
Right.
if
right,
you are
right.
very enthusiastic
Right.
about it.
Ugh.
But
It's
yeah,
great.
big
It's so
shout outs
cool.
to Red Nose for hosting us, for taking great care of us. You know,
Yeah.
letting us do everything we needed, providing us with a ton of equipment, capture cards for the machines,
amazing.
headphones, cables, all kinds of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they have absolutely spoiled us. Best tournament hosts
So amazing.
I've ever, been gracious enough to be hosted by.
I know.
Other way around. They've graciously hosted me. I've graciously accepted their hosting, which,
They are now invited to Tiz's home.
yes, they are welcome. Anyone from Red Note is welcome to come to Tiz's place. Play on my 2DX cabinet.
Stand in your living room watching USN videos.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. We can stand in the living room together. Absolutely infuriate
Great.
my downstairs neighbor.
Oh, do you like your downstairs neighbor?
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know them.
Okay, so maybe not.
People in LA apartments don't interact. It's kind of sad.
Oh.
I don't like it.
You You should slide a little note under their door. Be like, hey, have you checked out Red Note?
Yeah, right.
Have you heard of this place? You can play rhythm games all day for $15. It's in Vegas.
I have a friend that adores Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
And there's a meme with Final Fantasy 14 that you recite like the sales pitch. So like, have you ever played the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14, which has a free trial up to level 60, including
my
Heavensward?
gosh.
And she inserts that all the time, and that's kind of how I feel we should just take Red Note. I've been like,
Oh, that's
have you
amazing.
visited Red Note Gaming, the premier rhythm game facility here in Las Vegas?
Go knocking door to door in our own respective neighborhoods in LA and Seattle.
Yeah.
We bring the good word.
The next time you're in Las Vegas,
Hey, we have a place for you.
yeah, the good book. It's like a binder with just EMU's cards in it.
Let me show you their offerings.
Watson's
Machines,
making a finger at
machines.
us. We're transitioning.
Oh, we got a thumbs up.
Oh, he got a card.
Huh?
But
What
who's
is this
playing?
card?
All right, we got Marqqq and FENRIR coming.
What is this first song?
That,
Is it Schrodinger's cat?
oh gosh.
Great. I was like, where's
Schrodinger,
the jacket?
no
Great.
Nico. Schrodinger's cat. And
Or
then
Toy-Con, as Poppin' players would know it. And we got two
London
Londons.
B and London C.
Wow,
Wait, I should just know by now that if I can't read which London it is, it's C. Because the C just like blends in so well with the actual vault. Yep.
Wow. Okay,
So
so first we
FENRIR
got
protects
A.
the B and then gets away with having C on the card.
Whew. This is fun.
My goodness.
Wow.
The veto's 9 was vetoed by FENRIR. Another face challenged by Marqqq and good people everywhere.
Huh. Excuse me.
That
Did
was
you
a big,
hear
I'm
the,
sorry.
Did you hear the hurt in my voice?
Yes. I know, like, oh, Amber's going to be so mad. Marqqq vetoing
Throw
Elemental
down the
Creation Challenge. FENRIR vetoing Pluto
Fair.
Relinquish Expert.
Wow.
One of my favorites, so I'm a little bummed, but
This
that's
is
okay.
Delightful.
So London B, the only London we haven't seen yet. We have been treated to all 3 Londons in the last like 30 minutes. Treated as a word
We're now
for it.
world travelers.
Yes.
With this.
Well, we're now London travelers.
We
at least.
complete the set.
We haven't been to anywhere else. No Roppangis, no Osakas, no Tokyos.
We
which-
could have gone to Pluto with this, but they vetoed it.
Yeah.
Again,
Pluto.
why do they keep letting me on commentary? What?
Well, according to my DDR Supernova home version, Pluto is a planet
Okay, fair.
from the mission mode.
It's at least a place in the sky, like
Yes.
planet or not.
It's a large celestial body.
Wow, I think both of these players are going to absolutely rip this set.
Yep.
Schrodinger's cat, not like, it's a hard, I mean, it's an 18.
It's nasty.
It's an 18. It's fast. It's what, 190. It has a lot of green notes. It's got some
Yeah.
weird turns. It's got a brutal ending run.
It's got that triplet trill
Yeah,
crossover
yes.
thing.
Oh, it's so weird.
Like,
So weird.
it is I think this is one of the most like aggressively patterned
Yeah,
non-19s
yeah.
in DDR.
Right.
Like these patterns hurt.
They
They
do.
put you to work.
You have to do the turns.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not
you
it's
have
not
to
the
do the turns.
fastest 18. It doesn't have the most arrows, but you are sucking wind at the end of this
Right.
song. Yeah,
Right.
187 boosts per minute.
Yep.
Right in the sweet spot for all these boss songs.
Right. And I think it's an easy song to underestimate a little bit. Oh,
Yes.
on life 4. Oh, Mark.
How do you-
It's all right.
Whatever.
We'll see what happens. Just don't get 4 missiles.
You got the beat, you got the song, you can do no
Okay, both these players starting out pretty comfortable.
FENRIR coming out ahead a little bit early.
Drills, I think, in a tournament setting can be so unpredictable too. Because if you start off a little wrong, you might just stream the whole thing wrong.
Yep.
Mark seems to be settling into getting the Marvelousness now.
Yeah, he's pulled ahead by a little bit, and the gap is getting a little bit bigger. It's 10 exactly, which, weird to say, is one of the larger leads we've
Yeah.
seen this early in a
Right.
song. One of the benefits
Okay.
to the very flat
Gotta
EX score.
do some turns here. Yep.
Yep.
Both of them just crushed it. Also some more turns. Both just looking incredibly comfortable through this. Life 4 be damned.
Yeah, right? Can't fail life 4 if you don't get any misses.
Right?
Tap's head.
Seeing our first great between both players of the song. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna go into this very hard end run.
Back step jumps, more jumps.
For me, at this point, my stomach's in a knot because this is happening.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful, Mark.
Mark got like 3 perfects in that, in the
Just-
blasts. Mark by 40. This one's all
Amazing.
about in the bag.
Divine.
Meow.
Just such good execution. So clean.
That was a
60
treat.
and 6 to 93, 11, and 1 miss. So 1 miss between the two of them on an 18 in
On
a tournament.
Schrodinger's, on a tricky beast.
Cats can be scary.
They can. Much like Schrodinger's cat, you will feel both alive and dead at the end of the song.
I'm not going to try and do a British accent, but just imagine in your brains right now that I am.
The poshest Amber
Welcome.
you've ever heard.
Posh Amber. I'm the most posh version of myself right now. Amber Evolved version posh. Thank you for the laugh.
You
Okay,
are
so we are
welcome.
playing
So
version
London B, relatively speaking, the most straightforward of
Yes.
the Londons. No Scoobies,
No Scoobies.
fewer crossovers, but it's still a lot of arrows. I believe
Right.
it's like in the 650-ish, 670-ish.
Yep, and this is the one that gets up to 420 at the end, so don't
Yep.
trust the little VPM reader up here where it says, oh, it's a max of 340, and it's not. It goes up to a
Yep.
nice little 420.
This has that one weird stop before the ending.
Ugh.
The like 1 beat clap stop.
Why do they do that to us?
They
Don't give us a weird stop.
They like making us suffer. They like thinking, oh man, players are going to forget about this and destroy their runs, or just be tired and then be even more tired.
It's like a jump scare.
Yeah, right? A jump stop.
Jump stop.
A stop scare?
Okay, version B. Let's see if FENRIR can take this one, and then we can continue our tour into version C. Again, every time I see this intro, like, it's still so draining.
Yeah. Some, a couple little new decades in there, the kind of
Ooh.
candles.
And these jumps are just at this speed, at this
Yeah.
BPM. Like, you have to move your body quickly to get there. And then reposition yourself to stay on track with the rest of everything else that's going on.
And
Mark-
it gives you 2 beats to just like think about the fact that you're going to have to do that all again in a
Yeah.
second.
Mark has a pretty comfortable lead right now,
Very much so.
which I think matters a lot just this early into a song.
Yeah, you always have to try to extrapolate a little bit at the beginning of the
Yeah.
song to say, are they going to hold this? And in a song like London, where for all of its difficulty, it is consistent.
Yes.
It shows you what it's going to hit you with, and then it just hits you with it over and over and over. So now the tempo change, and now we double time to 4:20 Blaze It PM.
Oh, just unbothered by the speed of these runs. Oh, you're right. The jump scare. It will happen.
Yep.
Okay, don't get spooked.
5,
don't get
6,
spooked.
7. Huh?
Oh, you got scared. It's okay. It happens to all of us.
Too
Yeah.
Scooby for me. But
Too
Mark,
Scooby for me.
yeah, too Scooby for me. No, not in B.
Beautiful.
But Mark just cruising through this song.
Yes. He's tired of London. He doesn't want to stay in London.
Yeah.
He wants to end the match here.
63 EX.
Wow. 23 and 1. Mark.
So Mark QQQ is now Mark WWW
Wow.
as he takes the win over FENRIR 2-0 and advances to the losers bracket semifinals.
Amazing.
23 perfect.
I know. Is that real?
Yeah, it's Mark, man.
Yeah.
Dude's
Mark
good.
is so good.
Dude's real good.
FENRIR is so good too. FENRIR
yeah.
has had a really, really great
Yeah,
tournament.
FENRIR still had over 2,000 EX.
It's a lot of EX.
Yeah,
What
I
do
don't
you
know
think
if
the
I.
year 2027 will be like? Good?
Well, FENRIR and Mark will probably still be ripping.
Oh, yes. Please.
That's my bold prediction.
Write it down. Write it down.
So now, so I don't know the order we're going to do this. I think we're probably going to do loser semifinals. Okay. We are going to be taking a short break as we transition to our top 4, which, to refresh your memory at home, in the loser semifinals, we have NOBARBEN and Marqqq, QQQ. In the winners finals, we have I Am Chris for Life and Ty.
Wow.
We are going to be shifting, I believe, to a single stream, which will be right here. So y'all don't have to do anything, which is great. All those other people need to come to us because we're the cool stream. It's all because of you guys. You people, very cool. We love you. But we're going to take a couple of minutes to get some card draws sorted. We're going to be transitioning to best of 5s instead of best of 3s. The grand finals will be best of 7. So if you've been enjoying the DDR, we're going to be getting a lot of it.
Oh, it's so late.
Alex keeps doing clap once, clap twice, which is great. But all right, we will be right back.